What up, everybody? Blaze One Sports, and today is day three, the beginning of day three of NFL free agency, the beginning of the year. And once again, the Dallas Cowboys haven't signed anybody. The only person they brought back of their free agents was their long snapper. They're letting all their free agents walk pretty much. The Washington Commanders are signing them. Now, I don't agree. I didn't want them to bring back everybody, but there's some players they could have brought back. Rumor is Tyron Smith is not coming back, and I don't really know how I feel about that because Tyron Smith, he did play a lot of games last year, but every year before that he's pretty much injury prone. He misses a lot of some seasons, and I think he just played a lot of games last year because he's entering his free agency. So players typically do that when they're entering free agency. They play their best and they try not to miss time if they can help it, so they can get that big deal at the end of the year. But Tyron Smith is one of the best offensive lines that ever played the game, offensive lineman. And in today's game, I think he's only 33. Even though he gets hurt sometimes, he's still one of the best in the league today. So I would agree. I wouldn't be mad at bringing him back depending on how much money he wants. Because, if we give him a lot of money, we bring him back, there's a good chance he can be hurt for most of the season or miss a couple games like he usually does. But if we're not going to spend any money, we might as well bring him back. We might lose him, our starting tackle. We already lost our starting center, which Tyler Biadasz, he's average. We could replace him in the draft. But we're really not doing anything else. Like, we're not really bringing anyone else back. We got a lot of holes, and we're creating more holes to fill. We're going to have to hit in almost all our draft picks to replace these holes players that we're losing. And Dallas Cowboys, they do good in the draft. They're one of the best teams in the draft. They draft good players, but they never really sign any free agents. Every couple of years they'll sign somebody. But once again, this year we're already in day three of free agency, and it's pretty much already over. All the good top players are already gone. We could have got Derrick Henry, and I think we should have got Derrick Henry. I like Jacobs, but he was a little bit too much money. Once Green Bay let go of Aaron Jones, we could have got Aaron Jones for I think like $6-7 million a year, which is totally affordable. And even if we just did that, save like $1 or $2 million instead of Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones is a good solid starting running back. So right now we're going into the NFL season with we need to find two starting offensive linemen. We need a starting running back. And for like the past couple years, even the last year or two we had Zeke, we still needed a running back, a solid running back. And I think if we had a good solid running back last year, we could have went deep into the playoffs and maybe even won the Super Bowl. But our biggest hole was running back, and we let the best top running backs fly right by us and sign with other teams. So I don't know what the Dallas Cowboys plan is. Jerry Jones just doesn't like to spend money. He doesn't care about winning a Super Bowl. If he did, we would have already extended CeeDee Lamb. We would bring back Tyron Smith. We would have signed at least Aaron Jones, a solid running back. But we haven't even done that. So once again, we don't have a running back. It's Rico Dowd or Deuce Vaughn. We got Malik Davis, but those aren't starters. Those are solid backups. So if we go into the year with them as our running backs, then it's going to be pretty much, same as last year. We have to fill the running back spot, and we didn't do it. We let Derrick Henry go, Aaron Jones. Like I said, Josh Jacobs was a little expensive, but we didn't even try. I don't think the Cowboys have even tried to sign anybody. The Jones family's on vacation right now. They always go on vacation this time of the year. So who knows what's going on, but it's just frustrating as a Cowboys fan. We don't seem like we're trying to win. We just seem like we're just trying to hope that the players we have, even if they're not starting material, top in the league, we're just hoping that we could somehow win with them. But we don't have the coaching staff, the strong coaches, head coach, offensive coordinators it seems to make the plays to get us there. If we had solid coaching like they had in New England with Tom Brady was winning with no-name players, pretty much. He was making the players into names. And Tom Brady is the best quarterback to ever play. But they also had good coaching too. So, it's just frustrating as a Cowboys fan. I would have liked to seen us sign somebody at the running back spot. I wanted Derrick Henry. Jacobs would have been nice, and then once Derrick Henry went, even Aaron Jones, that would have been a good pick too. But we didn't sign anybody. It's already day 3 in free agency, and we haven't signed any free agents. We just re-signed our long snapper. So to me, it seems like Jerry Jones once again doesn't care about winning. And then we got CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott. I think Micah Parsons coming up as free agents next year, and they haven't even extended him yet. To me, you got to extend CeeDee Lamb. I'm kind of iffy on Dak. Dak is one of the top quarterbacks in the league, but I've already seen what he can do, even with a solid squad when they had Zeke in his prime. And I think Dak's decision making isn't all the way there, but he's a good quarterback. He's got a good arm. It's just when it comes down to it in the clutch, he doesn't seem to perform. He can't get us to the Super Bowl. So who knows? But we got Trey Lance waiting. So if that's the Cowboys' plan, is to let Dak walk at the end of the year and start Trey Lance, I wouldn't really be mad at that because Trey Lance was a top pick. He didn't play good towards the end of his San Francisco 49er career. I think it was because he was still hurt. He was coming off of a major injury. But maybe the Joneses are using the allegations against Dak as an excuse not to give him an extension. They want to see how that plays out. But it seems like we're rebuilding right now. And if we are rebuilding, let's rebuild all the way and get rid of Dak now. Because with Dak, we're still like, an 8-win team at least, 8 or 9 win team. And if I want to rebuild, I don't want to have like a 15th, 16th, 17th round draft pick or a 17th pick in the draft. If we're rebuilding, I want the number 1 pick, number 2, number 3. Like, let's rebuild the right way. If we're going to rebuild, get rid of Dak now and let's tank if that's your plan. Don't keep Dak and halfway rebuild and, and still have a chance at the playoffs, and then your plan was just to tank anyways, but you still get 8 or 9 wins, and it doesn't make sense. If you're going to rebuild now. Don't get rid of everybody, because Micah Parsons is still one of the best in the league. CeeDee Lamb is still one of the best in the league. Just build around them. So if that's your plan, get rid of Dak now and let's rebuild the right way. But this rant is about the draft. Not the draft, the free agency period. And like I said, it's already day 3 in free agency, and we've signed nobody. We could have got, we have rumors of signing Patrick Queen, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, and nobody, we didn't address any of our needs. So and this is the time to win now with Dak. We give Dak an extension or not this year. If we would have brought in a solid running back, brought in a solid linebacker like Patrick Queen to fill up the linebacker hole we have, we would have been all right. Bring back some of our defensive players, make a run at the Super Bowl. But we didn't bring in anybody. So that just tells me that, Jerry Jones don't care, or they're super confident in the draft that they're going to fill up all their holes, and each draft pick they get is going to be a starter pretty much, which is most likely not. Maybe 2 or 3 of them, the draft picks they'll hit on and they'll start. But otherwise, this is, Dak's in his prime. If you want to win with Dak, you got to give him more pieces. Dak's not the Tom Brady type that's going to take you to the Super Bowl with anybody. Dak needs help. Some people are saying bring back Zeke, but to me, Zeke's washed. He maybe will get you 1,000 yards, maybe, but it's most likely he won't. And I've already seen what Zeke could do. He's a good running back, but now, this stage in his career, I think he's pretty much done. I'd rather not bring back Zeke. I would just go with Rico Dowd, Malik Davis, and Deuce Vaughn. Draft a running back. I don't want Zeke coming back. But like I said, it's just frustrating as a Cowboys fan. Day 3 in the free agency, and we haven't done nothing. We haven't signed anybody. So let me know what you guys think Is there somebody still out there, decent player that we could sign? There's a couple of decent players, but the players that are going to give us the impact that we need, they're all gone. I thought for sure we were going to at least sign Derrick Henry this year, and we could sign nobody. So once again, year after year, Cowboys sign nobody in free agency like they do every year. So there's still hope for the season, but it's not looking good. So what do you guys think? Will the Cowboys sign a name, good, decent player, or are they going to keep on going with draft picks and backups? So once again, Dallas, day 3, free agency begins today, and all the top players are already gone, like I said, and Dallas has signed nobody, which is shocking. Like, we're right there. We're a Super Bowl team. We're like 1 or 2 players away. If we would have brought back most of our players, our key players that we let walk and go to Washington, like Fowler Jr., some other ones, all we needed was like a Derrick Henry or Aaron Jones, and then Patrick Queen at linebacker, bring everybody else around them, and we would have been good. We could have made a Super Bowl run. But now we have a lot of holes, and we're going to have to depend on the draft to fill them. I like Jonathan Brooks in the draft, running back. But like I said, if we're rebuilding, just get rid of Dak now. You don't want to sign any free agents. Dak, with the team we have right now, he's not going to be able to take us to the Super Bowl, most likely. And we still have that glaring hole at running back. We need a running back, and that's all, and that's pretty much done. So let me know what you guys think. As a Cowboys fan, once again, I'm frustrated in the free agency because we didn't do nothing. Everyone's expecting us to do something, and we don't do nothing every year. So let me know what you guys think. Thoughts, comments, questions, opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Blaze One Sports.